He's funny. He's successful. TMG, on your walk, man. He's sexy. And you wanna be him. So you pick out the cringiest video you can find, pull out your mic, get in the vibe, and you get to work. It's all great, you're having a blast, and when you're done, you pop it into your favorite editor, and oh god. It's cringier than the cringy video you just cringed at. You wallow in your despair, the darkness closes in, and wait. Breathe. It's okay. But we have to answer this simple question. Why is Cody Ko's content so much better?
So tell me about yourself. Well, bye!
And to do that, we're gonna have to take a deeper look into his channel. I'm Pretentious Epic, and welcome to How To YouTube. And whenever I take a look at someone's content, I like to start with a YouTuber's most important tool.
So quick, bitch, we working both ends. We push it in motion, we just dipped our toes in like, whoa.
To be fair, Cody Ko's editing is fairly stereotypical for a YouTuber.
You love Tom Holland!
But even the most common techniques are rarely noticed by the average viewer. So I want to show you just how much goes on in just the first 15 seconds of a Cody Ko video. Let's start with a test. Can you catch all the edits?
Bob Ross, a craft icon. Bob Ross, frankly, is a legend. You know, he's relaxed millions of people with his painting tutorials. And today I thought it'd be fun to follow one of his painting tutorials, but recreate it in Photoshop instead. We're gonna do some digital crafts today.
Did you catch all that? Let's do a rundown. Cue music,
Bob
slow
Ross,
zoom, image insert.
a
Cut in,
craft icon.
cut
Bob
out,
Ross,
jump cut,
Frank,
jump cut,
you know,
jump cut.
Millions of people
Cut
with
to
his
accompanying
painting
footage,
tutorial. And
cut
today
back
I
and
thought
cut
it'd be fun
music.
to follow Photoshop
Slight cut in,
instead. We're gonna
this
Photoshop
popping effect,
instead. We're gonna
this
do some
popping sound
digital
effect,
Photoshop instead.
and
We're
one
gonna do
last
some
slight cut in.
Digital crafts today.
14 edits in 15 seconds. Most of these edits are pretty simple, but there are a lot, and if we don't know what we're doing, our content can end up turning out like a much dank video.
Let's get something straight.
And to avoid that, we'll need to learn more about editing. But there's a lot, so let's start small and learn 4 new things from these 15 seconds. Lesson number 1, music. Cody doesn't often use background music, but he will use music for a joke.
Ah, a fellow artist, I see. A tip of the beret to you, my friend.
Here, he's using hyperbolically sappy music in conjunction with a deep, meaningful tone to comedically hype up our sweet old Bobby Ross.
Is a legend. You know, he's relaxed millions of people with his painting tutorials.
You can see a TV show like Community doing this exact same thing. 2, jump cuts. In film, jump cuts are a big no-no because they break continuity, the feeling that different shots take place at the same time. But in YouTube, we don't care about continuity. And for us, jump cuts provide several benefits. The foremost being that they remove dead air, heightening energy and getting straight to the point. And they're so effective that most of the time, you don't even notice them. Thirdly, zooms. The closer we are to a subject, the more pressure or weight the situation has. This is why emotional moments are played with close-ups. Therefore, a zoom is simply the slow adding of this weight, which results in a feeling of growing seriousness. So here, the zoom is being used in the same way as the music.
Bob Ross, frankly, is a legend. You know, he's relaxed
to treat the situation with hyperbolic, over-the-top emotion. So when it's time to cut this emotion, we do so by removing both the music and the zoom. For our last lesson, let's combine 2 things we've already talked about: cuts and zooms. When we combine them, we get a cut in, or a cut out. They're essentially instant zooms. And what does Cody Ko use them for? To punctuate shifts in tone. We have normal setup.
And today I thought it'd be fun to follow one of his painting tutorials.
And twist.
But recreate it in Photoshop instead. We're gonna do some digital crafts today.
Setup. And for the twist, a cut in. And when we're done with the twist, we cut back out. Simple, but effective. Now, these 4 lessons aren't anything crazy. But if you want to improve your content, these are the kinds of things you have to start noticing and implementing. So if you want to be the next Cody Co, I highly recommend taking your own look into his content, paying attention to the edits and thinking about why they're used. Because these tiny edits can have huge impacts on the entertainment of the audience. But while I'd love to talk about editing all day, even if we get to the point where we can perfectly mimic his edits, we're still not gonna be Cody Co. Because so much of what makes Cody Co so much fun to watch goes a lot beyond editing.
Dude, I want to see someone headbutt the button. How metal would that be? Oh, you're a waitress? Cool. Boom! Ow. Oh, what? You do data analysis? Sick!
So let's dive in and look at some of the things that help Cody bring this humor and charm to the screen. Starting off with one of the most misunderstood concepts on the platform.
So quick, bitch, we working both ends. We push it in motion. We just dipped our toes in like, whoa.
Collabs have been a staple of YouTube for ages. You bring 2 names together, mix their audiences, and voila, you have growth. But there's just one problem. No one seems to think about how the collaboration affects the content. Now, I don't fault anyone who collabs like this. But at the same time, some collabs are just...
It's not good.
This is particularly true with scripted content, because it always comes off sounding like those group presentations back in high school where each person says their section and then awkwardly hands it off for the next student. This is awkward and cringy, and as a viewer, it takes me out of the experience when I'm halfway through a video and a new voice ruins my vibe.
With much discussion of it deleted and unarchived over the years. So what was game life, and why did—
Hello, you.
Fortunately for the genre of YouTube Cody engages in, collabs work pretty naturally. But we can still look at different collabs and see which ones work better than others. Take a look at this one, where Cody collabs with— whoa, Tana Mojo. Huh. This collab is fine. They just react to some of Cody's old vines, cringe a bit, and have a little fun. And that's it. But what if he collabed with someone that he had a little more chemistry with? Someone close, someone who would always have his back, someone who loved him for him. What if he collabed with...
Alright, welcome back to That's Cringe today.
We eating good, I'm a fat man. Feed it chewing drugs like Pac-Man. TMG, on your Walkman. You ain't fucking with it, you can take...
Yeah, you've seen the videos, you've liked the content. But what's interesting to me is what the success means in the broader scope of Cody's channel. Because most YouTubers just collab for the growth. But for Cody, adding in Noelle actually makes the content better. I mean, they raking in hella views, god damn! Because this kind of collab allows for humor you just can't get alone. Here's a clip you may be familiar with. And while yes, it's amazing, it's also a good example of how Cody and Noelle play off of each other to build and grow jokes they can't do alone. Here our narrator is showing us the things he takes daily as part of his routine, one of which is Camu powder. Noelle sees this and thinks to himself, "The fuck is that?" Cody picks up on Noelle's noting of the odd name,
Oh, dude,
and decides to take the joke a step further.
you're drinking cum powder? Oh!
Notice, as Cody's setting up this joke,
Oh, dude, you're drinking
Noelle doesn't know what's coming. Once Cody says the titular word,
cum powder?
Noelle's onto him and plays into it, groaning and then escalating the mock disgust by getting out of his chair. Cody then plays into this excessive disgust by quickly following suit. Noelle escalates further, Cody follows, and Noelle jumps in for the perfect finish.
What the fuck?
Look, Cody can't even keep a straight face. Check out this rhythm, too.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
This rhythm, this back and forth, this chemistry between friends, it gives us content that Cody just can't give us alone. But what's important is not just the improved content, but also that friendship. Because when starting a YouTube channel, it can be difficult to stay motivated. So if you can, get a friend to do it with you. And every so often, get together, collab, and have some fun. But when you do, take a moment to think about how the collaboration affects the content, and use it as an opportunity to make the content better. Because sometimes this means straying from your formula and trying something new.
Bitch, I got some clout. Bitch, I got some clout.
Cody and Noel have been spitting satirical fire for a while now. They've even signed on to a big label. But none of it would have happened if one day they hadn't decided to switch things up and have a little fun. Because while YouTube is about consistency, it's also about experimentation. And while Cody may be successful now, it's been a long process. Because Cody's content today is worlds apart from what it was when he first started. I hope you liked school, cause it's time for a history lesson.
So quick, bitch, we working both ends. We push it in motion, we just dipped our toes in like whoa.
As you may know, Cody first was a Viner.
Smells like good fam in here. What's good fam? Chillin' fam, what's good with you? Fuck!
And Vines are essentially just really short skits, right? So when he started on YouTube, that's what he tried.
Yum. Yum, yummy.
Feeling alright, dude?
I think I'm getting sick.
Don't forget to drink water.
Oh yeah, dude. Feel like a new person already.
But I think he was uncomfortable with the longer format, so pretty quickly he jumped to these.
Oh my god, great. He goes, hey. Happy almost Friday, huh? What kind of a fucked up dude says some sick shit like that?
They're basically stand-up comedy. Or should I say, sit-down comedy. They're largely unedited with just the teeny tiniest bit of jump cuts. He just sits down and talks about something, finding as much humor in it as he can.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking live tweet this marathon. I'm gonna do it while I'm running. And a lot of people thought that I was joking. So they just kind of thought it was like this 3-hour, like really obscure joke that I decided to do on a Sunday morning. And then like later I tweeted a picture of myself doing the marathon. They were like, wait, what? You actually did that? They're like, I thought that was just some shitty...
They can be fun, but they're a tad slow, and they're clearly a far cry from present-day Cody. So after doing quite a few of these videos, his content jumps again. Now, I'm no vlog connoisseur, but I imagine they're pretty much what you'd expect. But while vlogs aren't my kind of thing, his audience, albeit small at the time, clearly did enjoy them. And it is fun to see some of the elements that are later brought into his modern content. For example, this intro track that he uses for every vlog, he later uses as an outro.
Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. Later!
Oh, and he was consistent too. He has so many vlogs! But, alas, all mediocre things must come to an end, because he got an opportunity.
What's up, fam? So today is my last day of work. I quit. I don't know if it's a little bit bittersweet. I quit because I got cast in a series that I don't know how much I can talk about yet, but I'm gonna be acting. However, what this means is that I might potentially have to retire the vlogging.
And one opportunity just so happens to lead to another.
And I'm still gonna do YouTube shit. I'm gonna do like maybe once a week videos, like something that'll work with the schedule more. So.
And you know the rest. When we stop and look at how often he would start and stop new forms of content, it's clear that he wasn't really sure what he wanted out of his YouTube channel. But that's okay. He kept trying new things, and eventually he found his groove. This evolution shows us the importance of experimenting, learning, and changing. That it's okay to not know exactly what you want yet. But maybe more importantly, it shows just how long it took him to get here. Because as a viewer, all we see is the success, the excitement, the fame. But we don't see the grind. Back in this Tana collab, he only had 50,000 subs. Which is solid, but it's not exactly 5 million. Because starting out on YouTube is really hard, and growth can be really slow. You could have perfect editing, godlike charisma, and a smooth, silky flow, and it'd still take a long time. And sure, improving your craft, working in collabs, switching up your content, these are all important steps. But none of them are more important than this one. Never give up. It's dumb, but it's true. Regardless of how you feel about your content, all you can do is embrace your fans, fuck your haters, and keep pushing. And if you keep at it, who knows? You just might be the next, well, the next you.
Yeah. Ha ha. Ha ha ha.
You know what? I'll leave you with some words of wisdom here. Always remember to stay in your dreams, okay? Always remember to never bite the hand that slaps you, okay? And last but not least, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't suck its dick, alright? Peace.